Welcome to Fly Nubian Money, where we help you master your mindset and maximize your money.
Hey, happy Wednesday. Is this hump day? Is this the day to be humping? All right, we're going to talk about a whole lot of humping today. We're going to talk about Black women dating rich white men. Is it a trend or is it a strategy? This is Fly Newbie Money, where we help you to master your mindset and maximize your money. All right, why are they doing this? And is this actually a good strategy that the rest of us should consider? Just kidding. We're going to break down the money. We're going to break down the dynamics and what these relationships really look like. But before we get it cracking, I need to tell you who I have alongside me. Miss Real Estate Professional Extraordinaire. She is a doctor, a psychic medium, a stand-up comic, a comedian, none other than Dr. Charm Timms.
Hello, darling.
And next up, we got my homegirl, my A1 from day one, all the way from Hollywood, California. We got Miss Black Hollywood Tiara herself. What's up, Miss Tiara?
Hey, y'all. What's going on? Ow, ow.
Yeah. And what's up to everybody in the chat? You guys come on in and let everybody know that it's the Fly Nubian Money Hour, and we talking about a whole lot of shit that is going to be interesting to you. Y'all, okay, let me ask you this first. Before we get into it. Have you
and this is Constance Carter, by the way.
Oh, and it's your girl Constance Carter. Nobody works smarter. Nobody works smarter these days. Have you guys ever dated outside your race? And this could be outside of foundational Black American.
Nah.
Tiara, you only dated Negroes from America?
Yeah.
I know Dr. Charm spiced it up a little bit. I know.
I'll be swirling, honey.
You said not from America? I mean, I had a Nigerian one time.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, culturally. So you've dated across the diaspora. Okay. And then Dr. Charm, you said you swirl?
Baby, I'll be swirling, child. Because when the talk show host Wendy Williams is one of my favorite media personalities. She said something that I thought about. And she says, if you're a Black woman over the age of 40, you need to open up your racial your repertoire. And that's what I did. I found your palette. And so once I hit like 40, I was like, you know what? I need to sprinkle it up some. So pretty much I have dated other races. I tend to prefer the, non-white. I think I went out with one white guy, but pretty much I like the brown peoples. And then I've dated all across the diaspora, honey, the Caribbean, Africa. And so it's equal opportunity over here. And I'm really learning that men are pretty much the same.
Really?
They really are. They misbehave and behave pretty much the same. I do prefer, again, people who are non-white just because there's less likelihood of racism. But I have come across people that were still racist and they were, of course, non-white. But there's less likely because they've experienced racism.
Okay, got it. What about you guys in the chat? There will win, Double A, Booker, Delbert. Have you guys experimented with the swirl or just non-foundational Black Americans? I'm gonna tell you, for me, I should say no to the pink. So it's gonna be a no for me.
Okay, I'm cool with the diaspora, but yeah.
Diaspora. I have not. I can't relate to that either. I told y'all, I got to be able to tell you, mama joke, like we got to have some kind of commonalities in terms of like growing up. And I think Black people across this country pretty much have some similarities that I just think would be comfortable for me. And, just experiences that I think that we can share. I don't know. That's just my opinion, but I haven't even given it a shot. So there was a young lady, and there's a trend out there. Did you guys know there's like a TikTok trend out there about these black women who are I guess they're foregoing the dusties, which is what they're calling them. They're calling you guys dusties. Oh my God. And they are going for the they're going for the bag. Let's take a look at one of the videos, Tiara, and let's discuss it.
The elderlies.
Okay, so the transition from independent woman to soft life wife can be challenging. Before I met my husband, I was a single mother. I moved from Arkansas to Hollywood. No help from the dusty. I saved and moved, and I did hair every day. I've been in LA 16 years now. I had to stop myself from trying to take over everything and do everything. And my husband helped with that transition. Because he would be like, oh no, honey, you don't have to do that. We got people for that. I can hire somebody for that. You don't have to do none of that. You don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. You don't even have to work no more. It was a transition. And it was challenging, but I knew I deserved a soft life. I can take a nap now. I take a nap every day. I was never able to take naps before. Because I was always worried about, when my next appointment, I gotta make this money, gotta pay this rent, I gotta pay for his tutor, gotta pay for his field trip, gotta pay for his musical instruments, I gotta pay for his basketball camp. I could never rest and relax, and now I do. Thanks to my husband, thanks to myself, knowing I deserve more, thanks to myself for getting over feeling guilty about having a soft life. I think I was only feeling guilty because I was used to just hustle and bustle. Grew up watching women work hard all day long with no help from the man. I had to reprogram myself to have a soft life.
That's her husband, y'all. She the one with the blonde wig.
Okay. So love anywhere in this? Like, so would you forego, let me ask you, Tierra, would you forego love for the soft life? If you had to have a choice, I'll say this, of struggle and love or soft life and no love, what would you choose? And for y'all in the chat too, if you had to choose between love and struggling in love, and or soft life and no love, what do you choose?
We gonna struggle? Like struggle. Define struggle. Let's define struggle. Let's do that. I mean, like struggle, like noodles, like
having to figure some shit out. You got to figure some shit out. Like, okay, we might not have the best of the best, but we might be scratching and surviving. I'm not saying that you got to live in Cabrini Green projects, but I am saying that, maybe, financially it's a little tough.
Like good times stuff.
No, I'm saying that they was in Cabrini Green. I'm not saying that you got to be scratching and
not Cabrini Green.
Is that it might be a little struggle. Y'all, you stretching to make ends meet. What you choosing? What y'all choosing in the chat? No, Double A, don't play with me. Double A said neither. No. You gotta choose one. You gotta choose one. What
forever, Constance? Like forever, like bring on it
forever. I
don't know. Go to Dr. Charmin and come back to me because I gotta really process this. Because that lady, listen, I've been on her Instagram. She is living a life, baby, and I think there's love there, but I think she loves the lifestyle too. She like, I can learn to love. Women learn to love.
Deborah Woman said no. I need you to pick one, ladies. Don't play with me. You gotta play.
That's what I'm saying, Dennis. I grew up in the projects. Like we used to, y'all listen.
Look, Miss Smile Bright said soft.
First of all, Cabrini Green was torn down damn near 2 decades ago.
Hey, but, you know what I'm talking about? She said, I need you to pick one.
I'm gonna pass for now. I'm gonna make my decision by the end of this show. After we've had a conversation about it, I'll decide at the end. Cause I'm on the fence.
Black Lexicon said he'd want them to choose a soft life. All right, what you say, Dr. Charm?
Well, first of all, her husband is nice looking. He's just too damn old because I don't want to. I wouldn't want to be having to revive people and stuff. So,
you got the skill. You can do it.
Yeah, but that don't mean. Look, I'm semi-retired from medicine, so I don't want to have to get back on the clock. And see, I don't believe in cheating. I've never cheated on anybody that I've dated. And if I had to get with somebody that was like that I wasn't attracted to, or they were, they were like decrepit, then I would be tempted to cheat. And see, that would just go against my moral code. So I would probably just by default, it would probably have to be in the struggle category. But on the other hand, I will say that like if it's the soft life elicits gratitude, and that does make the person more attractive to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he's not a bad looking white man. He really
that's a nice looking white man. He's just old.
You could tell he was killing it back in the day, like handsome. He looked like he was like an actor or something or whatever, but he wasn't. But he's handsome. He's just like 80. So she keep him together. She cut his hair. He got a little silver fox, like not silver fox. That's too young. Like an older fox. I don't know. Like on the verge of an older fox, whatever that's called.
And then he's old enough to like die and leave her with a whole bunch of money, and then she can still go get her somebody flying. So that's like having a dick with a lottery ticket attached to it.
I think that's the strategy.
You have to sleep with it too.
Right. Okay, Constance, would you sacrifice 15 years of your life for the soft life? Because he's gonna die. That's a great point. 15 years of soft life, and then when he dies, you inherit all of his millions of dollars.
I died before him, not knowing love. Crazy enough, I was just having the same conversation with someone over the weekend. I was with someone in this very same predicament. She is with a person that she is not in love with. She's just there, but he's rich. And I'm like, but what about love? But what, I want to be in love. So if I got to struggle, I'd rather struggle with love. I'd rather have love than to have, everything in the world. My heart needs love. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I lifestyle. Like, listen, remember we were talking about being off the grid last week? I don't want to go be off the grid in the woods or anything like that, and just pick up a stroll and go. I like my life, but if I had somebody that I that made me want to get up and motivated me and stuff, then I would want to be in love over material. I think love goes longer. Love is sustaining. Love is forever. Everybody wants love. Love conquers all.
I feel like love is a fairy. I feel like love is something you learn from television. You can learn to love. You can learn to love whoever. We choose our partners.
Yeah, but I have to turn around and wake up and look at you looking like a booger wolf. I can't do it if they not attractive, if they decrepit, bald head, hair missing plugs. That you can go to Turkey and get your hair transplant for like $3,000. Like I can't.
But think about old shriveled up balls. Think about these old shriveled up balls you got to wake up to, and he might want to do some.
And I like a sexy bald man, but if they got a patch
here,
you hear
what I said?
A patch there.
I got a story, but later I got a story.
Did you hear what I said?
I got a story about that.
Shriveled up balls, and he might want you to do some things to those balls. And you be let's talk about it when we come back from the commercial.
It's a good show right here. But I'm biased. If you are just tuning in, you are watching Fly Nubian Money, where we help you master your mindset and maximize your money. My name is Tiara Williams. I'm also known as Miss Black Hollywood, and I'm the proud producer of this show because it is lit. If you want to receive notifications for when we go live Monday through Friday, 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you have to do is text the word Queens to 87948. That's Queens to 87948. That's QUEENS to 87948. Also, if you want to grow your money and not blow your money, All you have to do is go to flynubianmoney.com. There's all kinds of resources, there's courses, there's free giveaways. There's just no reason to be broke in 2025. All you have to do is go to flynubianmoney.com. Obviously, you don't want to be entertained here. You want to know enough to grow. Wait, I need to put that on a shirt. You got to know to grow. Got to know to grow. So no.
That's the longest it ever took me to get a haircut.
Look at that sexy man with that nice haircut.
It's 2.5 ahead of me.
Ooh, wee!
When I did,
Okay, sexy now.
you turned the car off.
It cut off automatically. Just, ooh, that man is
Look at
sexy.
the little boy, a little girl one.
Look at that sexy man. I can't take my eyes off of him.
Well, you need to take your eyes off and watch where we're going.
Your ass lying like shit. She's lying like shit.
Look, secure the bag, sis. Secure the bag.
Love.
Now, all I saw when I saw that man was shriveled up balls. I'm just not gonna do it. You doing that? You still got to think about this shit, Tierra. You still got to think about that. You would do that for a soft goddamn.
You better
life?
make sure that
so-
will is
so,
tight.
no.
My name need to be on all the deeds. We need a quick claim deed. We need all the assets. I need to be on the retirement accounts, the stocks,
I ain't gonna do it.
all of it.
I ain't gonna do it. I like to be happy. I like to laugh. What can I relate to this old ass white man? What we talking about?
He trying to give you reparations, girl.
Shit.
Man.
And he
Y'all
gotta
want-
reparate my coochie? Hell no.
He trying to give you some reparations, sis.
I gotta give up my coochie for reparations? Hell nah. No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
Shit.
God.
All right, okay, Tierra, you doing that for the bag? you ain't still undecided, sis.
I'm still undecided. No, okay, so let me tell y'all. So when in my 20s, obviously being here in Hollywood, I've had stories, but I remember I was in my 20s and there was an older gentleman who he misrepresented himself and said like, "Oh, I want to represent you." And he was a prominent agent at the time. And so he brought me to the office. I auditioned for him, and it was cool. Like it was great. It was great. He was like, "I want to sign you. I want to work with you." He was repping so many people at that time that were like huge celebrities. Anyway, he flies my family out. He's like, like all of the things. I got to really see how a manager really like on the next level handles. Um, and then one day it all came falling down, y'all. Like
you had to go lay on the casting couch.
no.
wanted to get you on that couch, yeah.
That's the thing. I couldn't do it. Like so one day we went to an event and we came back to the office and we were talking. And he was like, "Yeah, he was like, here's the thing. I also want to make you my girlfriend. I just think you're so dope." And he didn't say dope because he was an older white man. He was like in his 60s. I'm like 23. And he whipped it out, y'all.
You saw it?
Ah!
He
I-
whipped it out and it was pink and it was
Ah!
shriveled up and it was
Was it at least erect?
no, it wasn't.
Oh.
He was counting on me for that. And I said, I don't know what I said. I start saying all kind of things to get out of the office. Like, I'm on my period. I did, you know what? I'm not feeling well. Like whatever it was that I said, I got up out of there and I never, ever, ever went back to that office ever again. So funny. I seen him at an NAACP award with a very prominent actress. And he was like, "Hey, do you know Tierra?" I was like, and never, I think he's old, so he probably don't remember, but
No,
it was
he used
gross.
to doing it so much.
Yeah, it was gross. It was gross.
I have never seen an old white penis before in my life.
It was awful.
really
It was
imagine
awful.
what that looks like.
Well, I'm
But you
sorry
know
that
what? In
happened
that
to
moment-
you, Tiara. I'm
But
sorry.
in that moment, y'all, it really, I think, I started a business after that. That's how I started the Real Network. Because I said, never do I want to be in a situation where I can't make my own decisions and make my own content and all of that. And obviously, like, I don't know if I would have, screwed my way to the middle or whatever it was. I just decided that wasn't for me. But a lot of women do that.
Yeah.
They get on them. Like, it made me think about the women that I see that have worked with this person. And I say, I wonder did they...
Yeah, that's the whole Me Too thing. I mean, and look at Harvey Weinstein, and it's really sad that people have to be put in that position because you move to LA and people are starving artists and they want to make it so bad. And it's like, well, this doesn't seem like it's such a big thing, but I that makes me grateful for the Me Too movement, at least, even though I think it has been abused.
Yeah. I mean, so that if I was gonna have a moment, Constance, he was rich and he was white. He had stock in Wicked on Broadway. Like, if I was gonna do it, that I would have did it. I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And then I went home to Tyrone. And then we were struggling, trying to, you know what I'm saying?
So you've had to make this choice before. So being that you are a woman of a certain age now, and that man whipped his shit out and said, "Hey, Tiara, you want to be my girlfriend? What you doing, sis? What you doing?"
I'm gonna just look at it and just,
You gonna know.
No, I wouldn't do it. I don't know.
So you going home to Tyrone?
I'm gonna go home to Tyrone, but he can't use my phone. Cause we don't got one. According to you, we struggling, girl.
Just a bitch struggle. Like, y'all, again, it's not good times. You ain't living in the projects, but y'all are you love each other, and life ain't easy.
That sounds awful. Life not easy sounds awful.
I'm gonna go ahead and struggle with my boo. I don't care. I'm gonna struggle with my boo.
I don't believe you. Here's the thing. Like, I've heard you say on this here platform, like, if he don't reach for the bill, I'm never calling him ever again.
Well, that is also true. Two things can be true at the same time.
You ain't gonna
that is also very true.
Yeah.
However, when it comes to, because I need to have moments like this where I could laugh and have fun with my partner, and that's the reason why I haven't even found a mate yet, because I don't have anybody that I could that gets me. You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy someone. I want to really love someone. And an old white man can't do it for me, sis. I can't even relate to them in that way. I can't even. I
can't deal with old men of any race. And it seems, and who has the most audacity in the world is an old man. Like, I look at some of these old men, and I'm like, how do you got some confidence to fix your mouth to walk over to a fine young thing such as myself or these other women and say, hey, like, they really got it like that. Like, an older woman would never.
That's true. Look at what Michael Allen said, limping lizard sucking it up. What in the world is you talking about, Michael Allen?
Michael said he would suck it up.
Shirley, I'm with you, sis. She said, always choose someone that you're happy with and that you love. I just want a good man. Always have your own goddamn money, was what Mike Incog says. He said, Michael said, do not revive order.
Do not resuscitate. That's a DNR.
Do not resuscitate. Mike said hard and fast for 3. He got, you know what? So Then there's that. You only got to do it for 3 minutes.
It would have only happened for 3 minutes, but I think, you know what? In all seriousness, y'all, I felt like if I would have said yes to that, I think that's what happens in Hollywood, right? Where if you'll say something, you'll say yes to a small thing, and really in the silence of an office somewhere in Hollywood, nobody would have ever known, right? I could have did it and got an opportunity and did it, and it just would have been a Friday night occurrence. But then I felt like a couple years later, I would have did something else that went against who I was, and then I would have did that again, and before you know it, I'd have been looking like Britney Spears on camera.
You would have been a star.
People
I would have been like everybody
yourself.
else you see who has sacrificed something and it's a little off, right? Like just a little off. And I feel like that's what they've done. They've sacrificed themselves in a way.
That's something that you lose and you can't get it back because you can't get your innocence back once it's gone.
And then I be on crack, and then crack be whack, and then I want to see receipts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
on top of me.
See, and then it would have been Kevin Sam.
Listen, let me tell you something. So the conversation I had, this very same conversation I had over the weekend, I said, but what about love? And she was just like, I said, so you got to thug that shit out. Like, you probably got 30 more years with this man. She was like, I was like, so you're not in love? And I said, why don't you just cheat? She said, I am.
And then here's the thing: they get these younger women, and they're sucking the life out of the younger women. So you're literally wasting or losing your best years, and you're keeping them alive longer because they're sharing your life force. They're actually vampiring you.
Well, does that matter if it's only like you got to put in 10 years, right? How much would you, right?
No,
Like,
I've been waiting for
Oh,
me
but you
one
have
guy
no
for
dude on-
35 years.
Are you saying that you'd have a dude on the side that's blowing that back out? Meanwhile, you go and give old dude a good 3-minute time, the best 3 minutes of his life.
I've heard
Every other
stories of
week.
women that don't even have to have sex with the men. They just want the companionship. I have seen some stories.
Yeah, I mean, at that age, is it really even working? They might just want to look at it.
Look back at it.
Look back at it. Can we go to the next video?
Let's go to the next
Can we
video.
go to the next video? I'm not playing with y'all. Let's see what the dating expert
Y'all,
says.
Not all Black women are supposed to be with Black men. Yeah, and many of you are trying to make fetch happen. You guys are trying to get with Black men, and no shade, but Black love is a scam. Why is it a scam? It's a scam because for every 100 Black women, there are only 88 Black men. And Black men actually interracially date and marry at 3 times the rate of Black women. So there literally are not enough Black men to go around. So in this video, I wanted to share with you how to date white men. Okay, girl, if you're one of these Black women, then you probably need to be dating a white man, okay? Now, if you have oversized glasses, white. If you have a septum piercing, white. If you wear denim jackets with the sleeves rolled up, white. If you are a suburban girl, an emo girl, an alt girl, heavy metal girl, white. If your hair is braided with a little bit of new growth and tucked behind the ears, white. If you have a big curly wig, white. If you are a darker skinned woman with shorter natural hair, giving Lupita realness, white, okay? Now, those are the archetypes that should be dating white guys. You see it everywhere, and so I wanted to share that with you. Now, how? How do we actually engage with white guys? Because guess what, girl? They're not going to approach you like, men of color will, right? They're going to be a little bit more reserved. I always hear, oh my God, they're staring at me. Girl, here's what you're going to need to do. Now, please understand, if a white guy is chatting with you for 2 to 3 minutes, it's not a friendly neighbor conversation. He is interested in you. He's living for you. He likes you, right? So flirt back, girl. Flirt, yeah? If you see a guy and the white feet are pointing toward you, girl, he's into you. He likes you. The thing about white guys is that you're going to have to start the conversation. You're going to have to give him a compliment, smile. You're going to have to ask for help, ask for a recommendation. That's how you're going to interact and engage with these guys. Now, I know that you're asking, what kind of white guys, girl? Because no shade, but not all white guys are actually equal. So, a couple of things, right? Look at the hair. If it's a redhead, take him to bed. Yeah? If it's a long-haired white guy, long hair, don't care. If he is bald and over 35 years old, he's into you probably. If he's younger than 35, he's probably in the skinheads, girl, and you want to stay away. If he is European, he's into you. If he is like an artist, but like well-established and successful, he's into you. If he is, if he's an I, if he is Irish or Italian, girl, the eyes have it, and they probably need to have you. Now, I hope that this is helpful for you as you're navigating these white guys, girl, and have fun.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog. I mean, it's an absolute no for me, dog. Hey, I'm gonna say no.
That people just get on this internet and say whatever. So you have your if you
But
have
I will
your hair
say-
tucked like this.
You ever heard the saying no? Because me and my daughter we always can pick them out. Hard wig, soft life. You ever heard that saying? Y'all ever heard that saying? Hard wig, soft life.
Yes.
Girls with the most raggediest wigs. We know that they got them a good old ass white man, because white men do not give a damn about them wigs twisted on top of their heads.
So I have a question though, because we talked about the old white man, but what about a fine younger white man?
Are you asking? It's gonna still be a no, a resounding no. You see, I am the blackest Black person that no, and I like all things Black. and I like my men like I like my coffee. Blacks, all different shades of black. I like them from light skin to dark skin and everything in between. But I just, at the end of the day, I like them black. It's gonna be no across the board for me. Ain't Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio. It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same. I can appreciate like, oh, he's handsome for a white guy. It's kind of like when they say, oh, she's pretty for a dark skinned girl, whatever.
Mhm.
Right? It's kind of like that admiration from afar, but you're not really trying to jump on the fence. Like it would just in my mind wouldn't be able to like fathom. I feel like I would walk in the room and be like, "What's up, black people? Y'all all right?" And then I'm standing next to this white man. I'd be like, this it would just be hard to explain. My name is Miss Black Hollywood. It's gonna be hard. I can't.
Then you gotta temper your conversations, right? You gotta, the stuff that you normally used to say, you can't say it because you got company in the room. No.
See, if I got serious with a white man, he have to be woke. Like whatever race that's not a black man, he would have to be like seriously woke and be defending my honor and out there doing it. And Anwar talks about that. Like I have a friend that or friend of her friend, she was biracial, and her dad used to make her go to Nation of Islam meetings. Like when she was there, because he was like, I want to make sure that you know your culture. Like if I dipped out, it would have to be somebody like that really appreciates culture. But at the end of the day, I think that I'm happy that black women are exploring our options, because black men have been dating all kind of races, white, black, and everything in between for decades, and they're not shamed about it. And I think that everyone knows that black women are so race loyal that they try to shame us. And I'm glad that we're breaking out of that being ashamed.
I encourage black women to explore. I really do. It's just not for me. I think when it comes to I have an aunt, she's white. She married to my uncle, and I always thought she was down for the cause until Obama became president, and then we started to really see what her true colors were. And then she became like a staunch Trump supporter. At the end of the day, I think white people, for the most part, not all the time, because I grew up with some great white people, but they're gonna choose them. They're gonna choose what they know. And her kids, I had to delete all of them from social media because I'm very clear on my pro-black stance. And anybody who is on that side, you're not on my side. So I just think at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, they're gonna choose them, their race, their people, their culture over us. I don't know. That's just what I do.
I think it's like I hear what you're saying, Dr. Charm, about them needing to be cultured in black culture in order for you to be with them. But at the end of the day, like Rachel Dolezal, as black as she wasn't, she still wasn't black. Like she still didn't come out of a black vagina, right? Even as bad as she wanted to be. And I would let Rachel come to the picnic. She has proved herself worthy. She has lost everything to be black. That means she knows exactly what it's like to be black. Like
you got black kids now.
Like I'm welcoming her, but it would be very hard. Because at the end of the day, they just still don't have those shared experiences. He can empathize and sympathize and all the eyes, but
it's enough.
And if he's old, that means he kind of was still alive during Jim Crow. Yeah, I just can't do it.
All of it.
It's good. I'm good. Let's go to the next video.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's see what she say.
I'm just gonna say this because it feels like nobody else really is talking about this. But the whole young black woman wanting a rich old white man stereotype and archetype that it seems like a lot of people seem to be aligning themselves with, you're giving coon. If you are a young black woman who is actively seeking out rich old white men on purpose because you want a soft girl life, and you think that out of the billions of black men on this earth, the only way you can get that is by seeking out purposely a rich old white man who probably only has a fetish for you and does not like you, you are a coon. You are acting like a house slave. But not the ones that would sneak you in to teach you how to read. No. You're acting like the ones that massa would promote and give them a whip and have them go whip their black brothers and sisters when they did something that seemed rebellious. That's what you're giving. That's what you're giving. Because it seems that you have forgotten that your great-grandmother, your great-great-grandmother, and your great-great-great-grandmother 8 times out of 10 probably got raped by a rich old white man who we used to call masses. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, that rich old white man that you're looking for is a descendant of someone who benefited directly off of slavery in America, or racism in America, or Jim Crow in America, or the black codes in America, all the ways that they found a way to marginalize black people, but still benefit from their labor. You're sitting here seeking him out purposely and basically prostituting your body to him because he's rich and white. You're a coon, and you don't like black women. You hate black women, actually, if you think that that is a proper way to conduct yourself and to live life. Because you could have chosen any white man. You could have went to a Swedish white man. You could have picked one from a country that didn't have nothing to do with the slave trade. But no, you purposely chose a rich, white, old American white man, knowing that white American man more than likely benefited, or at least had someone in his lineage benefited, and today still benefits from the systemic.
So the Summer Walker got it right. Let's talk more about it when we come back from the break.
I know you're busy, you got things to do, and you can't take us on the go with you every single day. Good news for you. We are now on Spotify. So if you can't watch us, now you can listen to us on Spotify. Search Fly Nubian Money and all the episodes shall appear. All you have to do is like, subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, leave some comments, tell people how you love us so that when other people come along and are looking for a great show to watch, they can find Fly Nubian Money too. One last thing, and just in case you've been sitting under a rock, Fly Nubian Money now has an investment club. We are the Fly Nubian Money Club. It's easy. All you have to do is go to flynubianmoneyclub.com, and I am committed to bringing in top experts from all industries to help you level up. They're teaching us the skills that we need to compete in this market. We often say that nobody is coming to save us, not the government, but guess what? We're coming to save us. I'm coming to save you with the Fly Nubian Money Club. So listen, all you have to do again is go to flynubianmoneyclub.com. We have a 30-day free trial set up just for you, just for those people that are struggling. Even if you ain't struggling, you ain't got to struggle. I'm coming. Okay, let me stop playing. I'll see you soon.
So the question is, did Summer Walker, did she have it right? I mean, she just came out of a relationship with musty ass Lil Meech. They said his ass was musty and he was acting up. They did say that. The internet was talking and Lil Meech was musty. And then she had some heartbreaks, had some kids before that. So now she like, listen, I'm with he looked like, what's his name from the Playboy Mansion?
Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner looking ass. Now, she's like, F it. Let me feed my boo some cotton candy on the red carpet.
I'm gonna just say this. I went to the concert. I went to Chris Brown's concert, and she was saying like they had this little interlude where she was like, Summer, what's your type? She was like, dark skin, dreads, a beard, but that's not working for me. Like it just like it was a cute little thing, and I was like, oh. But that's her type. Like many Black women, I think we have a certain type, but maybe she's
everybody's type, right? That's all of our types.
That's all of our type. Well, yeah, right. That's all of our types at this point. You want a man with dreads that look a certain way, but that is not, and that type knows it. And so they have the pick of the litter. They have all the options, and they break your heart. And so she's like, well, I've tried it. I think she even said this in an Instagram post, like, listen, y'all ain't about to shame me because I tried. And now I'm about to try something else. So I don't know if I judge her, but she looks crazy as hell, though. I will say that. She looks crazy. Like, I was like, why is she feeding him cotton candy? Like, what is happening? Like, what's going on?
They do the most, and she ain't gonna be with him in 6 months.
Well, I think she just needs some therapy anyway. But like, because she ain't never single. But I think she needs some therapy. What do you think, Dr. Charm?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of looked at the backstory. They said that he's like, there was some allegation that he was gay, and he was just more like a prop or something like that. So they're not really together. But I like what it represented, that like that she can make a different choice, because she seemed to just be getting with these black men that just drop babies off in her. And so this is there's an alternative, and she's got that song Soft Life, like Soft Life Era. So I like that song. I think that's either her or this Ari Lennox. Either way, she had a Soft Life song. And so I'm here to say that we don't need to be shamed. That last video calling people coons and all this kind of stuff, that is shaming black women. We don't need to be shamed. If you're going to date a white man, they need to be somebody that has some money, that can do something for you, that can leave you better off than when you came in. Okay. And that's one thing N-Word talks about, is that if you're going to date a white man, they need to be upper middle class, at least at the minimum, because it's so much easier for white men to have resources in this society because they control everything. But all this fear mongering, oh, they going to chop you up and put you in body parts and all this kind of stuff. Black women have a 6 times more proclivity of femicide, which is killing of black women, than any other race. And the number one perpetrator of femicide against black women is black men. It's intimate partner violence, domestic violence from a husband or boyfriend or partner, which is more than likely to be a black man. So we're not going to use that excuse to say why we can't explore other options.
I definitely had a video for that. Somebody,
Yeah.
a white man chopping a black girl up. But go ahead. I get it. So
it's fear mongering.
One thing that Dr. Charm said is that if you're gonna get a white man, he needs to be a step up, like financially. Do you feel like that, or do you feel like, all black women should seek that from all men? It should be an upgrade for all black women when they're trying to date, no matter what race.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't even know why there's people just, I mean, I get it. Like you're more likely, I guess, to find a successful white man than a successful black man. I guess that's what we're saying. I don't know if that's the because I went, you know what? I'll say this. I went to Mastro's with a successful black man last week, and we sat and we've had food, we talked about life and goals and all the things. And then, so funny, at the end of the conversation, he said, I don't know if I date a woman like you. You just have all these things going on, and it's getting a little intimidating. And I was like,
and he paid that $1,000 bill.
I am not.
Oh, that's happened to me so many times. Girl,
I am not intimidating. He was
who
like,
paid that $1,000 bill from Mastro's though? Who paid that?
He did.
Okay, so you were the one.
Yeah. He did. I mean, he wasn't broke. It was a nice time. We had a great, but I thought it was so interesting at the end of the night. That's what he said. He said, in order to be with a black man, you're going to have to tone it down. That's what he said. And afterwards, I called Lene, like, can you believe he said that?
Be less ambitious?
That's what it sounded like he was telling me. Maybe not less ambitious. I can be ambitious, but I have to just tone it down. I have to tone it down. And then I had a black man who was successful tell me a couple of days ago, like, yeah, you're doing all this Miss Black Hollywood stuff, but when you gonna sit down? Is it gonna happen? Like, if I marry you, is it gonna happen to you 80? Is it gonna happen to you 6? Or at some point, can we sit down? At some point, when around 62, I know I'm gonna want to just chill. What about you? I was like, well, I want to sing these songs. He was like, at 60? I was like, dang. So it is. I think there's a barrier to dating black men that maybe white men don't have. I mean, I'll never know, because I just can't see myself sitting at Mastro's with a white man. But
But the stats are the black women and white men in marriages are the least likely of any interracial relationship to go through a divorce.
Say that one more time.
A black woman and a white man in an interracial marriage is the least likely group of all interracial groups to undergo a divorce. So they're the least likely to divorce.
Why is that?
I think the highest is probably black men and white women.
Why is that?
I mean, I think you gotta be I think there's economics, because I think 50% of divorces is due to finances. So white men of any group are going to be the most financially stable, just from that perspective. And then there's some people who have speculated that if it is a white man that's with a black woman, he does have to have some type of a higher level of cultural sensitivity that exists in order to be with the black woman, because we are the purveyors of culture and the keepers of our culture as a people.
That's what I be thinking. Like, soon as y'all get in an argument, they gonna come, you're gonna be all kind of nigger bitches and everything else, and it might be a problem. That's what I be thinking. But Greatest white man, but
But I just kind of cultivated like me dating interracially. Some things that I look for when I'm dating is that, and like I said, I think I've only went out with like one white man. I've mostly dated like Puerto Rican or people from India or I think, yeah, I don't, not really East Asian, but pretty much like India or Puerto Rico or like Mexico, other parts of Latin America. And they can be racist too. But the thing you look to see, to me, is if they have black male friends, because it's one thing to have black female friends, but if you have black male friends, you tend to be more open to understanding what's going on because black men are very much persecuted in this society. And then I'm looking at some other things too, like if they date, like what is their family like? Are you dating black women because you're fetishizing black women? Or are you really interested in having a black woman? What does your family think? Am I gonna go to the family cookout and be called, looked down upon? So there's some things that you have to do to screen them out if you're dating outside your race.
So dating as in you went out on a date or you were in a relationship with these people?
My last relationship was with a Puerto Rican guy. Now his grandfather looked like me, but by the time it had washed down, he looked like, like Rico Suave, but he showed me a picture of his grandfather. His grandfather had like a daggone afro. So that culture is used to intermixing. So he just looked like a really dark, like really dark, and he had thick lips, whatever. But yeah, that was like 4 years ago. He was Puerto Rican. But he had been divorced from a black woman. He had black kids. And he was with her for like a decade. So that kind of made me feel a little bit better. And we didn't have any racial incidents at all.
Okay, because he was really black. It's one drop rule when you're in America. Let's go to the next video, Karma J.
I've never seen an unhappy black woman with a fine ass white man. I've never seen it. And we could talk about it more. Because the ones that be happy as hell with their white man, they be getting everything that they want. And that's gonna be me next. Happily in love, living a life, they man spoiling them. They just over there. Where the white man at? I'm at the point where I'm sick of you niggas. Like, I am. Y'all give nothing no more. So I'm dating out of my comfort zone now, and I'm gonna get me a Caucasian man. So where y'all at?
I ain't mad at you, sis. I'm not mad at all.
It just feels like it's not about, like you said earlier, it's really about black women are tired of struggling, right? There's a struggle, struggling on their own, struggling independently. And it's like, if I'm gonna marry, if I'm gonna be with somebody, it gotta be
marry a white man and cheat.
And life will be, but what I don't like is this whole narrative that life will be perfect after you date a white man. Like, life won't, you'll get everything that you want, as opposed to dating Tyrone, because Tyrone is going to cheat on you and leave you heartbroken. Like, it just feels, it's just given that narrative, and hopefully we're not, as a community, like holding on to that as black women. We the three of us joke, or I joke, I'm just saying, but ultimately, like, black men come first for me. Like, it's gonna always be, I'm gonna always welcome that into my life, So it's just not my narrative, and hopefully we're not embracing that a black man can't make you happy. Somebody said in one of the videos, it was like black did Anwar say black love is a myth, or black love is like fake news or something like that? He said that at the beginning, and I just thought, like, or a scam. He said black love is a scam, and I
don't subscribe to that. I mean, does anybody in the chat, anybody watching, do you guys believe that saying that black love is a scam? Do you believe? I mean, no. So that means we're the only ones who can't love nobody. I do believe, and it goes back to the imbalance, but it also goes back to systematic racism. That's why I just love black people. But it goes back to systematic racism because the dynamic in our relationship has changed because the ratio of women to men. A lot of our men have been incarcerated. We have more available women than we have. So then this changes the dynamic. Now, they are, everybody likes a 6 foot tall, dark skinned chocolate with a beard because he's a rarity. It's not many single ones out there. We don't have an abundance. And so a lot of black women are living in scarcity. And because we don't have that abundance like every other culture and race does, then here's where we are. We're having to choose. Well, do I want, to fight over this one ninja that knows that he's the prize? or do I go somewhere else to, try to be happy? And if I'm not going to be happy and I'm not going to be in love, at least I'll give me some money.
Well, I mean, here's the
Go
thing:
ahead.
is
I'm
that
sorry.
people, our women, Black women, are more likely to be single and die alone than to date outside the race. There's something wrong with that, and I do, on the other hand, believe that this agenda is being pushed to drive more Black women towards white men, because you're seeing it in all the media, all the movies, the commercials is being saturated. So I think there's an agenda there. But on the other hand, I don't think it's healthy for a Black woman to be alone and single and die alone, then dip outside the race, when Black men dip outside the race all the time. And I think Anonymous or somebody talked about Melody Hobson and George Lucas. If you're gonna get you a white man, Melody Hobson is part of one of these big investment hedge funds, Ariel Investments. She got George Lucas he was making red tails after he got with her, and giving money to the United Negro College Fund. Like, if you're gonna get a white man that has resources like that, she has him doing things that are gonna benefit the Black community. So do that.
Can I just add something to this? I saw something not too long ago. I think it was a documentary or a video. I'm always watching things, but it was basically saying at the time of birth, there's actually more Black men born than Black women. So by the time, there's more Black men born than Black women. By the time they turn 18 is when we start to imbalance each other because of racism, because they go to jail or they're dying in the streets or whatever is happening with our Black men. So I just think that America, I'm blaming white supremacy, right? Why we don't got no men, why there's not enough Black men. Because if we think about it like that, whatever those messages are being, from our own community, even the messages that are being put into the stories, I think that young Black men are buying, and that encourage you to kill your own, that encourage you to go to jail and be cool, and it looked like summer camp to go to jail, like all of those things. I just think that we have to really confront the deeper issue, right? I know this is fun and we're having a good conversation and fun, but I'm thinking about that. How is it that more Black men are born, but by the time we get to 18, we literally outnumber Black men? And what can we do? Right, racism. So what can we do to preserve our Black men so we can marry them? And it's not 88 out of 100 doesn't sound so bad, but I don't know.
Look, I'm not a social worker. I've done a lot of social work in my career, but in my personal life, I am not a social worker, a builder Negro, or anything of that sort. I'm equal opportunity. Who's going to be the best fit for me? I would prefer a non-white man, but I'm open. And I'm going to just put it like that. And y'all can judge me if you want, honey, but you can take that and put it in your pipe and smoke it.
Girl.
No judge. But for me, I don't know. It's gonna be Black. So that goes without question. But I will say this: I have 3 sons, and one of the best things that I could do for my sons is move them out of California, because when I talk to my friends, all they boys do not like Black girls. They think they better than Black girls. When I was growing up, the boys didn't like. We had, why you think I married the ninja I married? There was a scarcity mindset. We didn't have a whole lot of choices, and so. It's funny because, my boys go to HBCUs. My boys prefer Black girls. And now even my oldest son, because he went to his prom with a non-Black girl. He don't want to show nobody his pictures now. Now that he's at an HBCU, now he yeah. You know what I'm saying? No. So when I talk to my friends and I'm like, I don't want to, shame nobody, but for me, it makes me proud that my Black sons are choosing Black girls and Black women. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just continue to encourage them. Now, of course, they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do at the end of the day, but I put them in an environment where they're gonna be able to make those choices and hopefully choose Black women first.
Yeah, I had to pray over Lauren. Now, listen, I put her in some of these programs. Now we are good. She'd be like, oh, I can't believe there's no Black dudes at my school. Where's Tyrone and them? Because that's the thing in our house. Tyrone is a name in our house, y'all. Obviously, for reasons, right? I'd be like, you don't want no Daquan. Like when she was in middle school, I was like, she was like, oh my God, can you see Skylar? Skylar's so cute, Mom. And I'd be like, no, not Skylar, right? So now when we talk, she'd be like, where's Jerome at? You know,
I love it. I love
we
it.
joke, but her
Y'all,
dad
my baby daddy is this color. Okay, he is like, I found me the most blackest Haitian man I could find, and I had a baby with him, and he is so chocolate. I do love some chocolate, but at the end of the day, I am ready to be loved fully. I am ready to embrace my soft, hypergamous life, and it's gonna be who's treating me like the princess that I am.
I love that for you, sis. Let's take a look at some of the stats, Miss Black Hollywood.
Come on, Dr. Hollywood. This is the second time you didn't hear
Dr.
that.
Hollywood, baby.
Dr.
Dating
Hollywood.
and self-worth, a 2022 study found that 45% of single Black women reported feeling societal pressures to compromise on their standards to find. Okay, let's talk about that real quick, because that's being single. You know what's so funny is I was looking at the Temu version of tonight's conversation. You know that one guy who Truth Hurts or whatever his name is, Truth whatever.
Yes,
he has a Temu version of tonight's conversation. But one of the things he and the reason why I stopped following him is because he talks about like Black women, like they act like they want to be single. Like no Black woman wants to be single. Every Black woman wants to have somebody, and that's not necessarily true. Like they think that we have, like it is if we don't have somebody, we are somehow invaluable, and that's not the case. Some of us are happy being single. I was married 2,928 years. I am enjoying my single life right now. And when God sends me someone, a partner to, that I'll be with, then I'll be with them. But I'm not stressed. A man is the easiest thing to find. But the thing about it is they tell you, oh, you're not going to get everything you want. Of course, you're not going to get everything you want. But why should I settle for some baseline shit, right? Why should we settle for baseline stuff just for the sake of having a man?
Period.
That's what they want to do. So if I had a man and I'm not happy, well, now I'm worthy. Like what?
I've been single for 4 years. I'm very happy to be single because at the end of the day, the worst thing is to compromise and just suppress yourself and be in something toxic. I'm happy being single. I'm dating. And for the person in the comments, no, I am not an immigrant. I am a foundational Black American. My family been here traced back to 1770 something. But either way it goes, and I've dated all across the diaspora. I find I prefer men that are from other countries. I just do. Period.
In terms of
settling,
was there a question or no? You were just saying that
settling, like that thing where it talked about settling. Like what?
It's hard because I have this conversation often with Dr. Boyce, right? He just happens to, when we get into conversation, he's like, yeah, but I hear you, but at some point you have to settle for someone, and maybe they won't be they won't have everything that you want, and that's okay. But maybe it'll be like 80-20. But yesterday we had a conversation and a young lady was talking about we were basically talking about basically there was a woman and a man on there talking about his list, like what he was expecting, right? I don't want a woman that's going to do this or do that. And people on the show were so offended by it, right? Like, oh, a Black man having a list. But I think, it's good for us both to have standards and what we expect and expectations, but not so much that it keeps us single. Because he was like, what about when you get older? This Dr. Boyce, what about when you get older and, can you see your 75-year-old self? Like, what is she going to say that you're single right now? I was like, I think she'll be fine, because like you said, Constance, I'm not unhappy, but I understand where he's coming from. Like, I just want all y'all to be married. We married and experiencing a good life.
But what kind of marriage? Because you see, I just went to my high school reunion, my 30-year high school reunion, and I'm looking at people, and some of them look happy, and some of them really didn't look happy. And you got people that are like, they're perpetrating their fraud, like, oh, I'm married, and this my man, and they're over there in the house in prison. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
That part, but it looks good. So now I got your approval because I got a man and I'm in prison. Yeah, no, that ain't what I want, sis. That ain't it. And you know what though? Okay, so for me, one thing I did is I let all my male friends go. I said, you know what?
Why, Constance?
Because Steve Harvey said something. He said, how are you going to get a new car when you got that old old beat up car in the driveway. You got that old. So I'm clearing out my driveway so I can get that brand new model. You know what I'm saying? You got that old salvage car in the driveway. Let's clean it all up.
So, Constance, are you telling us that you're ready for love now? You're
I
ready
don't
to
know,
step out?
but yeah, I'm opening up. Listen, that just did something to my spirit right there.
Come on.
Maybe cringe a little bit. I don't know, but yes, I'm open. I'm not saying commitments, but I'm open.
I'm ready for love. I'm ready for commitment. I'm ready for marriage.
Oh shit! No, now you going too far.
I'm ready for all. I'm ready for all of that with the right person.
Okay, I'm not. But nobody wants. King of Bakersfield said no woman wants to be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. But I
We're all
think
made for one another.
men will settle for companionship before women.
Yes, they will.
I got
And they
people.
won't even like the woman.
Yes, but
They'll
hey,
be dreaming about their ex from high school, the one that got away. That's the part
When
that
a
I don't
man is
want.
ready
Like, I
to
don't
get
want to be
married,
with a
he gonna
but
marry
men
who's
will
right
settle.
around, who's around.
Yes, men
yeah.
will settle.
Yes, they do settle. Like for the woman that's good enough in the moment. All right, I'm ready to get married right now, so I'm looking around for a woman that can align with whatever it is, regardless if I love her deeply or not. I'm
Right.
just ready. And so
Right.
I think that's the part that's a little scary to me, like being settled for when really he like on the inside, I'm not his dream girl. I'm not the woman that he wanted to marry. Yikes. And they say it's harder to be a man's dream girl, like the older you get. Like he's definitely settling for you, supposedly, according to the internet. I don't know.
Let's wrap things up. We right about about an hour. Do we have a final commercial?
We do.
No, you can wrap this thing
We
up.
do
It's
Gwen?
all.
We
No,
do Gwen?
okay, we can do Gwen's commercial. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could have just said it though, like sign up for the Black business. Anyway, here we
Are
go.
you a Black business owner looking to expand your reach? Well, has Fly Nubian Money got good news for you? We are building a Black business directory to connect you with customers who need your services. And here is the best part. It is absolutely free. Email us at info@realvirtual.net. Send us your business name. Tell us a little bit about what you do, what services you offer, your website address, and your contact information. That's it. Together, we are going to build and circulate the Black dollar. Get listed today and start connecting with people who are probably already looking for you.
This is Fly Nubian Money, where we help you to master your mindset to maximize your money. And ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap it up. But we were talking today. If you missed it, go ahead and rewind it. It's been an engaging conversation about Black women dating rich, crusty ball, shriveled ball white men, acting like it's a soft life flex. And there is a saying that the women with the hard wigs are the ones that normally have the soft lives. I don't know. But I don't want neither. I don't want a hard wig and I don't want a soft life if it had to be with a ninja with shriveled up balls. But let's go ahead and do our final thoughts, Dr. Charm. Give us your final thoughts and where can we find you, sis?
My final thoughts are enough with the shaming of Black women, enough with the femicide of Black women, the killing of Black women, the abuse of Black women. I am happy to see Black women opening ourselves up to alternatives, positive alternatives. And whomever we choose, it needs to be someone that compliments us and makes us, allows us to be our best self or supports us in being our best self. You can find me on Instagram, Charm Girl 7-7. Okay. Thank you.
Where are you performing at next, Dr. Charm?
It's up in the air. Oh, but yeah, I just wanted to announce to the audience that I got my first offer written as a realtor within the first 90 days of me getting my real estate license. So y'all are very excited. And shout out to Constance. I never forgot what you told me when I talked to you about real estate. You were very encouraging. So thank you.
What I say?
You said you're gonna do everything you said you was gonna do good. Oh. So who could forget that?
Boom.
Period.
Is what it is and is. Congratulations, ladies.
And do and did it.
All of it. Look at all the congratulations coming in. Okay, Miss Black Hollywood, Dr. Hollywood. You stressed out? What you doing? Okay, so we
Yeah,
gave you.
I'm soaking a little cigarette, a little in.
Yeah. What you
Here's
choose?
the thing. I guess at this point, y'all, it feels like a narrative. It feels like a narrative that Black women are embracing. Sometimes I feel like we as Black women collectively are a little tired, right? Like when I'm researching and doing my research for this show, Black women are tired of Black men. Black women are tired of where they work. Black women are tired. They just tired, right, of dysfunction, and they're traumatized and all of these things. And I can understand how that could make you want to say, like, I just need a safe place or a soft place to land somewhere. And why not let that be in my love life, even if it means that I don't have the love that I'm looking for, even if it doesn't, let's just get something right, right? Um, if that's what you want to do, I say do that. But don't give up on the Black man, because they can also be a soft place to land too. I love what Dr. Charm is saying. So I'm gonna just say, like, on the flip side of that, don't give up on Black men. I love Black love. I love Black families. I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with mixing and merging, but there is something so special about us when we are able to unite and come together. Like, my favorite thing to see on the internet is Black people loving on Black people. It's the best thing ever. So I just encourage you not to give on. I'm not gonna give up on y'all if y'all don't give up on us. So let's just find another narrative that's like, it's lit to be with a Black man. Let's also push that. My name is Tiara Williams. I'm also known as Miss Black Hollywood. I'm also known as Karma J. I have an album out. So if you are interested in listening to good music with a little spoken word, I have this album called The Love Hangover. We are the album is being considered for Grammy consideration. The voting started last Friday, so I've been like harassing, recording. So if you are a Recording Academy member, I'm number 50 on the ballot. Karma J, get into it.
I'm gonna shoot your stuff over to one a sister I know that's on there.
Do it. Ooh,
Yes.
ooh, ooh.
Anonymous.
Do it. And Warren G and all the people you know. Tell them number 50 on the ballot.
Do they get to
Listen, I know
vote?
I don't know. I don't know. I just assume that if you've been in the business for a long time, you can vote. But maybe not.
Okay. I'll let him know. Anonymous on here line talking about he wish he was on the panel. Anonymous, we don't even know your face. Mute yourself,
I
sis.
gotta mute. Yeah, that's a Dr. Charm.
That's you, Dr. Charm?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, we don't even know his face. He talking about
Now you're sideways.
what is you doing, sis?
What is going on, ma'am? I'm gonna take you down. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we're gonna take her down.
Yeah, take her down. Take her down.
You know, Constance, can I just say this? That I miss this. I miss this.
It's you. It's you, boo.
I miss you, friend.
It's you. You too busy for me.
I just put an album out. I'm trying to get my life together, but I do miss you. I'm
Well,
sorry.
are you back?
I'm trying to get my life together. Huh?
Are you want to come back to me?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's talk.
All right.
I love Black love. I just want to say I love Black love, and I'm always be B1. And Black love starts with Black love starts with me. And there's no way that I could be as pro-Black as I am and say that it's okay for me to go outside my race. It's funny because somebody asked me that, and I'm just so unapologetically Black, y'all. It's crazy. And when I was having this conversation over the weekend, they were like, so you can't be pro-Black and date outside your race? I said, as for me, and my house, it's going to be a no for me, dog. Nah. So I can't be pro-Black and date outside my race. And that's just for me. But for everybody else, like Black women, I encourage you to do what's best for you. One of the things I believe is that like when I first got separated and was in going through a divorce, I just wasn't energetically, I wasn't at a level where I was able to receive a man the type of man that I needed in my life. And so at the moment, as I did the work on myself, that's when you attract what it is that I believe that God has for you. And so I've just been working on myself. And as when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And I just believe that, whenever God is ready for me to have somebody, he will. But in the meantime, I'm gonna work on me. I'm gonna have peace. I'm gonna look out this window. I'm gonna see all these trees. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna live my best life. And I'm gonna continue to serve others. That's what it's about for me. So a man is not the number one priority, but do I want to lay next to some thighs laying next to me? No doubt. I mean, I would love to be able to roll over and get a nice little hug first thing in the morning. But I mean, when it happens, it will. I mean, it is what it is. So that's it for today, ladies. Huh?
Did you say where they can find you? And
Oh.
Anonymous, shut up. Talking about you 50 years old, it's over. Listen, shut up. Just be
Oh. Let me do like
He's
this.
so shady.
This is
I
when
want Anonymous to come on the show, actually.
I do too.
know he
I'm
won't
clowning his
do it.
ass because I bet Anonymous is like 650 pounds. He's probably very unattractive. He'll never come on here because I'm lighting your ass up, Anonymous. But anyway, that's why he ain't got no picture of himself up. Anyway, and there's nothing wrong with 650-pound people. I'm just letting you guys know that for all the 650-pound people out there, no offense. But his arteries is clogged like shit. I'm already knowing. Anyway, thank you for joining us today as we unpack this trending topic. At the end of the day, relationships are about more than money. Even finances play a role. So whether it's love, compatibility, or shared goals, understanding the dynamics of power, money, and culture, it can actually help help us to make better decisions for ourselves. So keep yourself high worth and don't let anybody else define your strategy for your love and for your life. All right. You can find us every single day, same bat time, same bad channel. I will be here tomorrow. And hopefully I'm going to go to the Breezy Ball. Somebody asked me today if I go with him tomorrow. So let's see what happens if he don't change his mind. And I'll let you know how that concert. But I heard Chris Brown, they said, that when you see that one girl, she was like, this nigga still singing. She was like, I got to go to work in the morning. Did you see that?
Okay, yeah. So we was there for 3 hours. So Chris Brown performed for 3 hours. My sister, you met my sister in Atlanta.
Yeah.
My sister was like, I left early. She said she got bored. And I know why she got bored. Because Chris doesn't story tell. There's no stories. He got so many songs. It's like he was just going from song to song to song to song. And you know, all the songs kind of sound the same. So it's just like your jams, and then he got those songs that was on the double disc that you kind of missed because he got 87 albums. So I think if he would have implemented a little bit of like stories and some things, I really liked it though. I like Chris Brown. It was dope.
Okay.
It was dope, but it was long. He definitely sang for 3 hours straight.
Yeah. I know his sound guy. I know. I said I know a sound guy. I'm gonna learn some of his music today. That way I can be singing along tomorrow because I'm not a big Chris Brown.
You don't know any Chris Brown songs?
I know the popular ones.
Yeah, he gonna sing all of the songs. He gonna sing for 3 hours straight. He gonna flip. He gonna sing. He gonna dance. But you know he ain't gonna talk. I wanted to hear Chris talk.
I'm gonna drink some coffee.
Yes, do that because you're gonna be up till about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
But summer is great. Summer was great. Bryson was cool. He did a couple songs and got off because you know they say Bryson don't really like to be an artist, so he got on and he was like, "Don't." All right, I'm leaving.
Chris Brown don't even need no openers though. If he's doing 3 hours, like what? Why do you need openers?
He didn't need openers. I think he just wanted to put his people on, which is cool.
Yeah, that's
cool.
Said
something. Dr. Charm, I couldn't see Dr. Charm anymore, but she is mad in the comments. She said she is not an immigrant. Don't listen. She's in Texas.
From Texas.
Listen,
not an immigrant. You heard.
Listen. Do not listen to Anonymous. Dr. Charm, I know you're not here, but do not listen to Anonymous. He trolls. He trolls.
He's 650 pounds with clogged arteries.
I feel like he's the cousin that you need. I don't block him because I feel like for the record, Anonymous, everybody wants me to block you. Everybody, but I like you.
No, I love it. I love you know I love the banter. I'm not scared of Anonymous, but Anonymous, show your face, bro. Show your face, bro.
He keep it a little spicy. Like to me, he gonna say whatever, and I enjoy it. I laugh at it.
Yeah, me too. Listen, when I first came on here, Gwen was blocking everybody. I was like, "Girl, no, we love it." Yeah, keep on talking with your 650-pound ass. Go ahead and keep on talking, Anonymous.
Anyway, well, just when you ready to come on, you let me know because I got a spot.
He gonna want to show his fat ass face. This is what it is.
He probably ugly.
Ugly as shit.
But what if Anonymous is fine for real, y'all?
I doubt it.
I doubt it. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Get on here and let's see.
All right, we gotta get out of here. I will go.
I'm gonna be on here tomorrow. Tiara, you gonna be on here tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll do your show.
Oh, yay! Peace.
All right, y'all. We'll talk to you. We'll see you tomorrow.